Namaste. Welcome to today's tutorial class. I'll be dealing with classes and objects. Introduction. First, we used to, in the new C++ header, we used to write include IOStream and we used to use a namespace std. In older style, we used to write iostream.h. H indicates the header file. This is the new style and this is the old style. Next, when we use a new C++ header, a namespace is simply a declarative region. The purpose of namespace is to localize the names of identifiers to avoid name collisions. IOStream, mat, string, fstream forms the contents of the namespace called standard std. Next, when I discuss the class structure, the class is divided. The syntax of class is class name. It contains two parts, data members and member function. This is a simple example of my class. Here int is st, that is student id and student name, are data members, whereas read data, void print data, these are behaviors or member functions of student class. Next, class specification. You have visibility of data members and member functions. One is public, accessed by the member function and all other non-member functions in the program. Private, accessed by only the member function of that particular class. Protected, similar to private but accessed by all the members of the functions of immediate derived classes. Default, all the items defined in the class are private. So when I declare like this, here I am not specifying anything. So by default it is private. The visibility is default or private. If I specify like public, by default its visibility is public. Next, object. The process of creating an object of the tab class. Okay, this is the example. Student class name, you can give the object name. Okay, the objects are, in some textbooks, objects are called as instance of a class. Okay, student st is my object. What does it contain? The data type student id, student name, void read data and void print data. Next example, you can create one or more students objects. This is student 1 object, this is student 2 object, this is student 3 object. It contains 10 is the id and Ram for student 1 object, 20 and Stephen for student 2, 55 and Mary for student 3 object. Next, this is how it is stored in an array. Class objects. Next, syntax. Accessing the data members. How we need to access the data members? You have to write the object dot indicates to access the functions, and this is the id, student id. Similarly, array of objects array of objects also I can access. Next, how to access the data members. Data members, that is st. This is std of single object. Example I have given array of objects. Next, defining the member function. You have to write return type function name. If you have any form parameters, and this is the body of the parameter, body of this thing. Next, object, how to access this object, member function, the actual parameters. Next, what is data hiding? Data hiding is the mechanism of implementation of details of classes such a way that they are hidden from the user. The concept of restricted access lead to the program to write the specialized function for performing the operations on the hidden members of the class. This is called as data mining. Data is private, which is stored. You can access this data or write this data. These are the functions. Means here the importance is given to the data and functions are its protects, where you can communicate. Okay, the ASIC specifier act as a key strength behind the concept of security. Provide access to only to the members functions of the class, which prevents the unauthorized access. What are the advantages? Makes maintenance of application easier, improve to understandability of the application, enhance the security. What is inline function? Inline functions, example I have given, inline return type function name, which we normally define as a the function, but we used to add a keyword called inline. Okay, yes, outside the class, how to define the outside the class means inline. You have to use scope resolution operator. Next, what inline function with the class? It is a function. It is very small. If the time spent to the function call is more than the function body execution time. If the function is called frequently, it is fully developed and tested, the program is running slowly. So this is how we are using inline functions. Thank you.